Well, Brazil is one of the largest GDPs of the world. Okay, it's 1.6 trillion dollars. But it's not what you think. You can think that is a very wealthy, very rich country. But stay with me in this video that I will um, review some things here from a native point of view, because I'm a native, live here over the last 35 years. And I will, in this video, explain how really wealth is Brazil, okay? So, okay, when we think about Brazil, if you are foreign, probably you will remember about carnival, about football, about women, about all these things. But tell me, what is the biggest companies in Brazil? Do you know some? Do you know any world company in Brazil? Very known, very well known. Come on, I'm waiting. There isn't it. Okay. Okay, there isn't. There isn't any world big company very well known in the world. Okay. Brazil is major commodity producer. Okay. The economy here is not well developed. It's very primitive. Okay. You can notice it in the cities. When you go to the cities in general, with the exception of São Paulo, that is the major financial capital in the Latin America, okay? São Paulo is not in this rule, but if you walk around Brazil, you will see a lot of small companies, small primitive companies that sell basic things like food, clothes, things that are very easy to produce, okay? And why the market here is so underdeveloped? Because here is almost impossible to have a very big business. Obviously, you will have some big business. You will have some very rich people here, very rich, okay? But you have very rich people in all capitalist countries, okay? Because if you have a large population here, as we have here, over 200 million people, fatally you have some rich people. Okay, but the majority, 90% of the population is poor, is middle class low, and middle class middle. And the purchase power here is very low. For you to have a notion, if you work for the minimum wage here, that is 1.2 thousand reals, you can barely survive. If you go to a supermarket, you spend about 1,000 reals for two person. Okay, it's absolutely insane. So, in the end of the day, Brazil is an extremely poor country, has a very large GDP because of the size of the population, but the GDP per capita, okay, that really shows how much money each person have, is very low. It's one of the lowest in the world. And everything here, I always say in my videos, everything here happens because of this fucking socialist government, very old, that we have here, over 100 years of socialism. The bureaucracy, the laws here are so huge, and have been growing with the years, that is almost impossible to have a business here, to hire people. So when you see a lot of small business, okay, hiring a few people only or working alone, okay, and that's it. You have few jobs, you have few economic development, all because this government, that it's not only the bureaucracy, okay, the bureaucracy is very tough, it's very bad for the economy, but this mentality of not working, studying to work to the government, okay, you have this massive amount of people just working for the government because it really is better. If you work in private sector to earn 1.2 thousand reals, you can barely survive. What are you gonna do working in the private sector? So just stand where you are in your mom's house and study for work for the government. Okay, and the reality is, year after year, the things are getting worse. Okay, I'm not a poor people, okay, but every year since I was born here, I see even more people in the streets asking for money. The poverty every year just grows up, and the inflation here is so high. Okay, it's a very long story of populism that makes inflation be so high for very long. So this all consumes the desire for open business, the motivation to open long-term business, because inflation is so high that, and the instability, economic instability, this government spending with this fucking populism for so long, it degenerates the culture, degenerates the entrepreneurshipness of the people. And that's it. Brazil is absolutely very stagnated economy, very poor, okay? And in the end of the day, that's why we doesn't have a big company all over the world that they know it's Brazilian. It's a Brazilian company. Really, if you can say one single company or two, you are very. Tell me, what is the biggest company in Brazil? Okay, people doesn't know. People knows Brazil because of the football, because of the women, because of the beach. Okay, natural resource. But when we talk about economy, he is very poor. I'm not saying that you cannot be rich in Brazil. You cannot go here and open a business and be rich. Yes, you can, because at the same time, you have just a little number of business, low competitions. You have high opportunities, but your risks are higher too, and you have to be prepared to the risks, to the difficulties here. Your profit return on investment should be higher than in a developed country, because here is harder, here the risk is higher, the economical instability is higher, the violence rates are higher, everything is higher for the bad. But here we have a very consumer market, okay? People here love to spend money, because they have this mentality of spending, because inflation are high for so long here that people are accustomed to spend money, because tomorrow money will not buy anything. We have to spend it all today. So people here have this cultural spending mentality, So if it's good for the business, okay? So here in Brazil, you can be rich, you have a low competition, but you have risks too here, higher risks too, and you have to charge for the customer to pay this risk, okay? It's not easy. I say in the videos of this channel, I talk a lot about the bad points of opening a business, the difficulties, the harsh. So that's the part I rarely see in the internet. I always see in the internet that's so easy, that come on, go on, positive thinking and bullshits that quotes like this, okay? But I'm here to tell you the reality, okay? So thanks for the attention. If you like this information, tap like button, subscribe to the channel, and see you.